Last month, millions of Chinese secondary school students sat for the National College entrance examination known as Gaokao. It's a stressful time for students and parents alike. Chinese officials have said they see a spike in the number of divorces around exam time. Our China media analyst Kerry Allen has the details.
Well, the Gaokao is the equivalent of the A-levels or the final exams that you take before you go to university. So there's a lot of pressure on people. They're the most important exams in students' lives. And they're long exams. They can be between 2 and 3 days. Students just sat in the classrooms. But also, historically, because of the one-child policy, a lot of parents only had one child, so there was a lot of emphasis that it was your one chance really as a parent for that child to do as well as they could. So historically, we've seen big pressures being put on students to do as well as you possibly can.
So divorce rates rising during the exam periods, but generally divorce rates are on the up in China, aren't they?
They are, yes. Statistics from 2018 had them at 3.8 million. I mean, it was 4.4 the previous year, but they have been increasing over time dramatically. I mean, another thing that's a hangover from the one-child policy is the gender gap in China. There are millions more men than women. So there's now a situation where the people who were born in the one-child policy, they've grown up and they've recognised that there's the possibility that they might not be able to meet a partner. But at the same time, for a lot of women, they kind of think, well, if things don't work out with my partner, it's very easy to meet another because there's so many men out there.
So what are the rules on this?
Getting divorced can be very easy, much easier in China than other countries. Nowadays, people can just walk into a civil affairs bureau, speak to a lawyer, and it can be a very quick process that people more or less, within days can get themselves divorced. But the government is nervous about these statistics over time, and so what it's tried to do is, in some regions, try and prevent people from getting divorced by introducing, say, mandatory counselling and try to introduce mediators so that people don't just go this quick option and just see divorce as something that they can do very easily and very quickly.
Kerry Allen ending this edition of the Newsroom.